Hello, so today I'm going to do a quick video. This is going to be a recording of my screen, so you'll see my screen rather than me, okay, of how we are going to add the words into the I Love Photography for the 2022 challenge, okay. So if you haven't, we're going to use Canva, okay, which is Canva.com, okay, Canva.com. If you're not already signed up with Canva.com, you can do so for free, okay. You probably need to create a login for it, but I just use the free version. I don't use the sort of the Canva Pro or anything like that. When you're using Canva generally, if you were going to do, let me just show you quickly, Facebook post, for example. If you were looking for templates, then ones that have the Pro on them will show you, and those are the ones you need to avoid because those ones will want you to pay to use it. So, but ones that don't have that on them, don't have the little crown or Pro, or sometimes in Elements, if you were searching for something, just say pumpkin. Don't worry about this a minute. Again, look, the crown is on the ones that you need to pay for, but there's plenty of stuff in here that you can do for free. Okay, so if you haven't signed up for Canva, do that first. So go canva.com and then create a bit of a login. I'm already signed in here. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, right. So once you've done that, then if you haven't already, so what you want to do is you go to my website, sarahloveland.com. Okay, and then if you scroll down, I will put the link in a post as well, so that it's easier to find this. But if you scroll to the sort of bottom of the page, towards the bottom of the page, you'll see the I Love Photography 2022 challenge. And if you click on that, the free challenges, it will take you to the page that is all about that. Okay. So what we then do is right at the very bottom, it says either save pictures somewhere safe and then send them all to me at the end, or you can have a go with this Canva template. Okay, now have a go. If you get stuck, then you can always email the pictures to me and I will do it for you. Okay, it may take me a little while to do it, if you all send me lots of pictures, but we can do it that way. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I've put it to sort of for November, December is a catch up and put it all together so that there's time to do that. It's not all in the last week of the year. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So we're going to go into this page, and then you're going to click on where it says click here. Okay, now, okay, so what you'll see is the template comes up. Okay, the I Heart Photography. Okay, now what you want to do is if you come over towards the bottom left, okay, there's a pencil. If you hover over it, it says edit or use template. Okay, if you click the pencil, we are going to use the template. Don't edit the template, because it will change it. Okay, so we want to keep the template as it is, but we want to use the template. So click on use the template. That's important. Okay, so then it will take you into Canva. Okay, and it will appear there in Canva. Right, now what we're going to do is on the left hand side, you are going to click on uploads. Okay, now if you are organized, you will have the pictures that you want to use in a folder on your computer. If not, you can sort of like drop them in from all the different places. That's absolutely fine. So you need to put the pictures you want to use into here. And how you do that is you click on upload files, okay? And then you're going to go to where you put the pictures. I'm just going to scroll down very quickly. Download 2022 and there we go, sample pictures, okay? So these are just random pictures I've put in. They just happen to be from the 50 pictures of the camera, okay? And you're just going to click and select those and open, okay? And it will then load them into Canva. It will take a few minutes, okay? Depends on your sort of Wi-Fi speed and things like that. You'll see the little blue bars creep across. These are actually already in here, but it doesn't matter. So I wanted to show you the process, okay? Now, what you'll be doing is you'll be using the ones that you used from the themes that I gave you. So I don't know, it's probably taken me out of that. So I'll just go back. What they are, while it's just having a little bit of an upload. So you've got things like January, and there were the two things. There was the it's kind of like the you, if you like, something about you and something that you love. Okay, so pictures of you or things with you in it, and then for the heart, things you love. And then February was patterns, March was hats, okay, and so on. Okay, now so those are the things that you're going to have, but I've just got random pictures We've got all sorts of windows open now. Let's just close that. There we go. Okay, so that's dragged those all into there. Okay, so then what you're going to do is these different little picture frames, basically. So you're going to pick the picture in. So say this was a picture of me. It's obviously not. But you can, or this one, you're just going to drag it into that letter. If you hover over, it will appear in there. If you double click on it, you can reposition that picture within the letter I. Okay, when you're happy, you can click the tick to be done. If you want to make it bigger, okay, then you can do. So if you wanted, like, I don't know, just have a bit of a pattern or something. This is a bit of U in there, so which is a bit tricky. Some of the letters are difficult shapes to get a picture to work in. So it might be that when you're doing them, you go, oh, that hasn't worked. I need another picture. That is okay. All right. So you click down on that, click off it. Okay. And then what you can do is you can click the next one. So something you love. Okay. So it might be that I put that one in there. You drag it over there. Okay. And then double click on it. And then you can reposition and then click off it. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's see what could go wrong. Sometimes, if I'm dragging a picture into here, it tries to do that. It tries to fill the whole thing, okay? If you keep your finger on the mouse button, you can just come off it and just get it where you want it, okay? If you accidentally fill the whole thing, click on the background, hit the delete, okay? Make sure you are on the background, though. You don't want to delete template, okay? But if you did something awful, say you accidentally deleted a letter, and go up here to the backward arrow and just click it until it gets back to where you want it. Okay. Yeah. So you can do that. So don't panic. Okay. If you like think, oh no, I've wrecked it. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. Okay. So you can just drag in just whatever you want into the letters. Okay. And then you can just, reposition them. You could do with brighter, I think it's with brighter, colourful pictures that it would work better, but I'm just going to put, oh, hello. There we go. So we're just going to drag some stuff in. So we've actually got them all full up. I might have even used the same ones twice, doesn't matter. Just to show you, okay? So we've got a completed word in the thing. Something else. I don't know what to do. Yeah. So you're going to drag them all in, and you're going to, double click to reposition them how you want them, things like that. Now, what you can do in here is, say, for example, you thought, oh, that's a bit dark. Okay, if you click on it and you click edit image, okay, you can adjust your brightness and your contrast and your saturation. That's the sort of like the intensity of the color. Okay, so you can do that, and you can click on each. We have to do each one separately if you want to brighten them up. Okay, yeah, so you can do that. The other thing you can do is you can do these sort of color filters. There is a black and white one at the end. It's like, sure there is. Yeah, street. Great, street is the better one. It's more contrasty. If you wanted to make them black and white, then you could do that. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. So you're going to get them how you want them to be. Okay. And when that's all done, click off it. Then you're going to click on this share at the top right hand corner. Okay. And you're going to click download. Okay. Now you get some options here in the file type suggested. So I usually use PNG if I'm doing things for Facebook or Instagram, that kind of thing. And something you're just going to print yourself. But you can, if you just want something that's easy for you to work with, you could just do JPEG. Or if you want to print it, you could do if you want a PDF print. Okay, so you can choose whichever one you want. Okay, but if it's for web stuff, then just do PNG. But you could do JPEG or PDF if you want to print. Okay. So the disadvantage of the PDF print is then you've got to have something on your computer. It's got to be able to open and read PDF documents. Okay. So if you know that's something that you struggle with, then just go with JPEG. It's just like a photo then. Yeah. So go for whatever you want. I'm just going to go PNG for now. And just click download. Okay. Then it will do its little thing. Okay. It will appear down the bottom for me. Okay. And then if I click on that, there's my picture. Okay. So you'll have your finished picture. So that is how we're going to put the pictures that we have taken into our words. Okay. And you could do anything else with it. If you've got using Photoshop or anything like that, obviously you could crop it down. You could put a border on it. You could do what you like with it. But it's quite a nice little thing to have of your year. You can save it on your desktop as your desktop picture. So that is what's happening with that. Just close that. And that is how we put the pictures into the words. If you get, oh, I'm just thinking, something else that sometimes happens with Canva, less so with the letters, it's more when we use grids. Sometimes if you put a picture, it probably won't be a problem actually. If you've got a picture in there, if you think actually I don't like that one, you can click it and hit delete once, okay, and then drag a new picture in there. Or it will let you just drag it in and put it over the top, okay. In this situation, it's not a problem. Sometimes if you've got a grid and you're dragging things in, it sort of fills the lines in the grid in with the photo. But with this, it shouldn't be too bad. I usually will just take the picture out. If I've accidentally deleted it, just go back. Yeah? So have a little bit of a play. Don't be scared of it, okay? Have a go. It's a good rainy day kind of thing. And if you get stuck, you can always just give me a shout. All right, I shall speak to you soon.